Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Wade's Blind Guesses. So if you guys haven't seen any of the other episodes, here's a quick rundown of what to expect from this particular video. I have a bunch of samples that I've been given throughout all the time doing this from all the great people in the community. And so I am going to blind one and try to pick out a lot of different things to it and trying to figure out if it get close to the proof, state of distillation, type possibly, main grain, if it's finished or anything like that. If you don't know, and that is the same kind of rules that they utilize for Matt Madness. I have been lucky enough to be selected to be on Matt Madness, so this is a little bit of training, but this should be a fun little exercise. So let's go. All right, first, most importantly, we need a Glen. Glen, check. All right, just gonna randomly grab over here. Grab one, cover it up so I can't see what it is. Sample. Open it. Take out the cap because it fell out. That's a lot. Well, hopefully it's a good one because we'll enjoy it for a while. Cap it back up and put it right under here so we can recall it later. All right, like I said, been very blessed and happy to be part of Matt Madness. Haven't heard from Matt yet, but I was put into Dara's from Average Drinker. I put into her flight, or I guess her region. I don't know how he actually structures it, but so a few things that we do is he gives you a lot of blind samples, and then you have to pick usually the same 5 things out, and however you score depends if you win and move on or not. So this is just a little bit of practice. Now with that color, I don't know if you guys can see that, looks like a nicely aged whiskey. And most of the time, I think he always does whiskeys. It's ryes, and there can be some scotches and some Irish and things like that in there. Okay, that smells really good. Oh, I poured a lot in there. Happy Saturday to me, I guess. So, cheers to all of you. Thanks for watching. Since you're here, smash the like. Subscribe if you're not. Comment down below. What do you think? Do you like this series? Is it fun? If you want to support me, there's a Patreon. There's a lot of fun things going on in there. That link is down below, as well as merch. All the merch is down to almost at cost for me. So if you guys like some of the different shirts, take a look through there. Maybe you'll find something you like. But anyway. Okay. Get a little bit of peanutty smell. Maybe not peanut. Some kind of nut. Anything else in there? Right off the bat, I'm thinking it's almost like a little sour, which I get off of like Wild Turkey products and probably some Heaven Hill. But the nutty reminds me of Jim Beam. So luckily those are all Kentucky based, so off the nose. Doesn't smell overly proofy, although this will be my first sip of the day. It's got some legs, a little bit of beating. Not crazy, streaking down a little bit. Yeah, to what that's worth. Smells good though. I will say that this is going to be a lot like Trenton from SLB Drinks, their channel. It's probably because it's fresh in my mind, but it reminds me a little bit of stink bait, just a touch of stink bait in there. I've been catfishing with my real catfishing, not like online catfishing. You know what I mean. With my 8-year-old, we almost had one in. We had a big one, and it broke the line about 5 feet from the shore. That was a bummer for both of us. Always next time. Keeps us coming back, right? Cheers, y'all. Let's give it a sip and figure out what it is. Okay. Tastes really good. So I'm going to say it's a bourbon. I'm going to say it's corn is the main grain on this one. I'm going to say Kentucky. Kentucky and Indiana, obviously Ross and Squibb, which used to be MGP, which used to be Seagram's, blah, 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 blah. It is, they produce a lot, and Indiana and Kentucky kind of touch each other. So they get a lot of the same climate, so sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out the difference. Not overall proofy. There's a little bit of a, I still catch that kind of that tart. Maybe I can turn it into maybe an apple or something like that, you know, that's got a little tartness to it. Possibly a pear. Look at me, catching all kinds of fruits. Cheers. Okay. Grain forward a little bit there. Pretty grainy forward. Interesting. So that first one was pretty subtle. This one is a little bit more grain forward. Not overly proofy, I don't feel. So I am going to say it is corn. It is, oh man, is it Indiana or is it Kentucky? Now it's probably like an Irish whiskey and I'm way off, but I would say it's not finished. Proof, I'm going to say 100 and I'll give myself like a 5-point differentiation. So I'll put myself right at 100 here. I will say, I'll try to figure out age as well. That's another one that's kind of fun there. And so I will say that this is 6 years old. It's a little grainy. Okay, no, I'm going to say 4 years. I'm going to say overall, my son's dancing in the background and he's being a real jerk about it. I'm going to leave that in there. Anyway, so I'm going to say Kentucky, 4 years old. I'm going to say that it is 100 proof. It might be just a touch higher than that. It's starting to burn a little bit, but that's what I'm going to say. So whatever that is, corn, bourbon, Kentucky, corn, Kentucky, bourbon, not finished, 100 proof, 4 years. Let's see what it was. Grab there and let's figure out how. Starlight Distillery. I think they're in Indiana, aren't they? I'll put up the stats here. Starlight Bourbon, 112.2 proof. Queen Judy's Pick, crafted 1979. So, I don't know how old it is. I don't know what it is. So I'll have to figure all of that out. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully the stats are right up here and I figure out at least some information here. So yeah, it's straight bourbon. So I got that one right. And depending on where if they make it or if they source it, we'll figure it out from there. Hopefully I'm right. I wish I knew more about it right at the moment, but that's all I got. So until next time, appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully Wade's guesses on these blinds get better. So here we go. Peace, y'all. Peace.